Hello, and welcome to another video. This time, I'm gonna be giving you my wish list for the Skullgirls DLC characters. There are only 2 left. Umbrella is actually about to be playable in an alpha state for the people that bought the Season 1 pass for Steam. So I'm looking forward to that. I might stream me messing around with that here on YouTube once she comes out. But first, let me tell you, I have a prediction. My prediction is that, well, before my prediction is based on data, not that much data, but enough to form speculation. First of all, there have already been votes for DLC characters, and if you aggregate those votes, the most popular characters are already in the game, being Annie, Beowulf, and I think Eliza. And the fourth one, I'm pretty sure, was Minette. So, in my opinion, Minette is gonna be a DLC character, one of the final 2. She is super popular, and she almost got in from the original vote. I think Minette is one of the next DLC characters. And who's the second one? The other character that was popular but not as popular as the others, and is now important in the story mode apparently. The mobile game story mode. I don't actually play the mobile game, this is what I've been told. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments or something. But I've been told that Black Dahlia is important in the story mode. So, in the mobile game story mode, that is canon. So, since she was almost as popular as the others, my guess is Black Dahlia is gonna be in. It's gonna be Minette and Black Dahlia, I'm calling it. Might be wrong, but I feel very sure of myself. But okay, let's go into the tier list. Here I have divided into would love, self-explanatory, would like, okay. Okay literally means that if they announced that, my reaction would be, okay. Like, I wouldn't be excited, but I wouldn't be disappointed. Would dislike, I would be like, well, can you do? Would hate, would be, fuck that character, I hate him. So I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this. So let's get started. I have the wiki page open for a lot of these characters, so I can, because a lot of them actually have playstyle speculations, which might changed my opinion in, like, if I like the design but I don't like the playstyle speculation, or I don't like the design but the playstyle speculation is great, you know? So let's get started. First, Taliesin, I don't know, this guy. Seeing him, he has an instrument. It looks pretty cool, just like that. He would probably, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of the Skullgirls male characters, but whatever. Okay, playstyle speculation. Not quite a regular to the puppet character, because he feels his muse's pain, a bit more like the puppet characters from the Naruto games. There we go. Okay. Next one is Celine Contiello, or if she's Italian, Selene Contiello. I don't know. She is Squiggly's mom. She has bones. Pretty sure she would never be in, but if she made it in, hate. Marie, with the boss character, would be a way better addition if we want a bone character. She's already there. She has a vacuum. That's cute. I like that. Bone mom, no. Okay, so Parasol in-game, Double, Bella, what was I about to say? Fortune, Peacock, Painwheel. I haven't played all of the story modes. It's been a long time. So this is probably from like Robos or, I don't know, Annie's or one of the joke story modes. So literally, who? He wasn't in the wiki when I looked up. Okay, Marie. I would like Marie in the game. Marie is very, very, very cute. has a maid outfit, has bones, has vacuum. Vacuum as a weapon is really cool. Watch Hunter x Hunter. Okay, yeah, that's an easy I would like. Then Miss Victoria. I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this one, but I honestly don't like Miss Victoria's design if I'm judging her by fighting game character design in Skullgirls, because we already have it. She dresses normally. She's like Phil, yeah. Phil already dresses normally. We don't need another character that looks quote unquote normal. But as like without all that context, I do like her design. The thing is that we already have like her type of design. But let's see playstyle speculation. As a teacher, she prides herself on her vast knowledge of fighting games, adopting techniques from many of them while adding her own flair. Beware when she's on the defensive too, as she adapts quickly. Use the same approach too often and she'll be ready to counter it. In addition to referencing famous fighting game moves, she would also possess attacks one would expect from a teacher, such as throwing chalk, using a blackboard, or making people hit the books, or the other way around. Okay, so that means she'll probably have a DP, a fireball, and a forward moving move. So, with the risk of sounding like a Smash player, she might be a Shoto. But that's okay. Okay, she's okay. I wouldn't be mad. She's okay. Okay, next one, Ileum from Last Hope with like Valentine or something, right? I don't know the story. I kind of stopped caring about the story a long time ago. Okay, the design, it's pretty cool. She has like intestines. She's fine. Would be kind of okay with it. Well, let's see the playstyle speculation. She has drills. If the drills get bigger, she's gonna be a love. Because I love giant drills as weapons. Ranged poison and area damage, strategic play, toxic to the touch during her level 3. Kinda like some NRS characters that drop poison or caltrops, maybe. Ileum is a kind soul, but her powers are disgusting and terrifying. She can wrap around the target and dissolve them to a puddle with the digestive enzymes she secretes from her skin. She can also remove her mask and spit a stream of acid from her mouth. We never see what her face looks like, for the mask is the far less terrifying alternative. Her body can stretch to considerable lengths, giving her incredible range, and drill screws embedded in it can score additional hits from pretty wicked attacks and shapes. Like Dalsim, I guess, maybe even Omega Rad. I think it was a dislike. I don't know. She doesn't speak to me. Okay? She doesn't speak. Like, her game plan seems a little too. Like, her gameplay style seems like the game plan is a little too samey for everyone. That's also why I don't really like Painwheel or Valentine, because if you see a top player play them, they play them the same. Well, except for Painwheel. If either Painwheel is on point and you play them the same, or she is the second character in the DHC into Hatred install and they play them the same. That's why I don't like them. Valentine just jumps back, throws shurikens, waits for an opening, goes in, and that's it. That's her gameplay. And I don't like that it's so samey amongst the players. That's all I'm saying. Okay, next one, Stanley. I like Stanley's design. He's like a scientist shark. I think that's cute. Like it. Let's read the playstyle speculation. Uses a variety of shark-themed attacks and high-tech weaponry. Shark Dive, Shark Knuckle, Science Upper, Feeding Frenzy. Be sure to check your work. In addition to shark-themed attacks such as biting, lunges, and even under-the-earth dives. I love that seeing his fin above ground would be amazing. Stanley would have surprisingly solid boxing stance. He's something of a sports nerd, a fan of boxing and hockey. He'd also use his advanced ASG arsenal from his last 4 days to his advantage. This could include various laser guns, missiles, or something akin to Iron Man's proton cannon or Mega Man's playstyle as well. He may even have laser skates or a jetpack. He also can be seen using what appear to be 2 machine guns, Tommy guns, pistols, I don't know, just firearms in Roll of Fortune ending. I didn't know that was a thing. I like him. He kinda reminds me of like gameplay style. Well, they already said it, like Mega Man or Iron Man. But I don't know. All the weapons and things kinda seems like they're evolving what Cable was from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It would be a let's say love. I would love him to be in the game. Okay, this one is gonna be rough because people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I don't like Deep Violet. Deep Violet, get it? Like Deep Purple? What are we now, JoJo's? I'm just referencing bands over here and songs. Okay. So Deep Violet, why do I not like her? Because when I see her, I just see Ivy. I see no one else. I just see Ivy from Soul Calibur. For me, she's just a guest character. And honestly, whip characters are hard to get in fighting games because they're all the same. Like, she's probably gonna be play a little bit like Whip from KOF, whose name is Whip. But maybe I'm jumping the gun. Let's see the playstyle speculation. She may be less inhibited, but she still enjoys having control. Lick those boots. Who wrote this? What the fuck? Despite being a heroic character, her general attack style would have a pagan and demonic motif to it as well as a dominating aspect. Of course, she'd also be able to do some long distance attacks with her versatile snake whip. The weapon can grow multiple snake hits and change in rigidity as needed. So she literally is Ivy with the sword whip, but it's actually a snake. I'm sorry, she's up with it. I'm sorry. Okay, next, Minette. Okay, as always, Minette, I find her design to be extremely cute. And before I go into playstyle speculation, I like her. She would be a would like. But if she had animations like Theo from Metal Slug, you know how instead of having a knife attack up close, she like turns away and pushes you. I think that's cute if she has those sort of animations. Like, I don't know, running with a tray of food and tripping, and she spills hot coffee or something on you, like damaging you. That would be amazing. I don't know. Let's see. Playstyle speculation. A cute, clumsy waitress, Minette is primarily concerned with making her customers happy. Throughout the match, she delivers food to passersby who ride past on bikes, jump down from the sky, pop up from the sewer, or otherwise appear to harass the opponent for Minette's sake. She can collect her tips with a super, and the more she collects, the happier she gets. Maybe when she is happy enough, she'll even have the confidence to overcome her clumsiness. So, kinda similar to what I was saying with delivering food and so on. So, yeah, I would like her. Honestly, if she plays really good, it would be a love, and I would drop anyone for Minette. This sounds kind of like she's a zoner, so I'm kind of tired of Peacock being top tier and the team being scared to nerf her. So just give me another top tier Peacock type character and I'll play them and I'll be happy. Okay. Next one, Leduc. Okay, Leduc, I don't like his design at all. I look at him and I'm like, what are you doing here? What is this? What are you doing? Come on, man. But let's see his playstyle speculation. Most of Leduc's attacks would be electrical and stun bolt themed. He might be able to charge his attacks for stronger versions, use static electricity to hang from walls and ceilings, or magnetically attract and repulse opponents. They may cause a stun status effect as well, since his name comes from the nightmare state of Leduc. Paralysis life stun can experience paralysis livestock can experience due to stun bolts. His arms have the two halves of the tongues used on the heads of livestock. Oh. While his feet are based off of electromagnets made out of needles with copper wire wrapped around them. It would be a dislike. It sounds cool, but I would really rather have anyone from up here than him. Like Stanley, Minette, Marie, Miss Victoria would be way better than Leduc. That's how I'm. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, you win. I don't know if he has playstyle speculation, but I'm not even gonna fucking read it. Because he will be a would hate. Because Yuan is perfect to be part of Minette's moveset. Like Minette has a Berserker Barrage super, but it's actually Yuan doing the Berserker Barrage. That would be great. So adding Yuan, I would be like, why the fuck didn't you just add Minette? And I would be pretty angry. For some reason, this guy is here again, so I'm just gonna put in who, because why not? And once again, same deal as with Deep Violet. This guy is Hubrecht. When I see him, I see Mr. Hart, I think it was, from Hokuto no Ken, and Louis Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. I see a guest character. Some people like that, but I honestly don't like that in this game. I'd rather have more original characters, okay? So just seeing him like this, he would be a hate. But let's see, maybe the playstyle speculation changes. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be a grappler. Flexing, happy command throws, good-natured noogies, 720 command throw every day. Hearts, sparkles, and rainbows on various attacks with some referencing Mr. Heart and Heart I know, fucking told you. Plus dual strongman acrobatics with his spade-themed partner for striking visuals and attack combining opposing suits. Like kind of like Nadeshiko, Street Fighter 5. He doesn't sound bad. He would move into a dislike. Yeah. That sounds good. Okay, next one, Regina. I don't really like Reginas. This sign doesn't speak to me. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because it's so puffy, but her legs, like the shin part, are just straws. I'm like how are you this puffy, but your legs are so fragile and withered? I don't know. But okay, playstyle speculation. Using an array of monstrous beasts, Regina can have various types of attacks that come from off-screen, or from animals standing next to her. She can command her minions to attack in various ways, while she herself applies additional pressure. She is also incredibly fast with her crop, able to strike with minimal startup, similar to quick-draw sword characters in other fighting games such as Johnny or Hibiki. Okay, because kind of like an actual puppet character with beasts, or just like an assist calling type character, kind of like, let's say, Android 18 from Dragon Ball FighterZ. I like that. I do like that. She's an okay. Next one, Beatrix. Okay, seeing Beatrix, my first thought is like, oh, you're a knife girl. Whatever. I think your design is cool, but just being a knife girl, just throw knives, I'm like, it's kind of boring. Design, love it. Playstyle, from first impression, hate it. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Playstyle speculation. Now you see her. Now she's pinning you down with a barrage of knives before sawing you in half. Wait a second. Story. Beatrix is a fiercely competitive magician, hoping to dethrone Sir Bella. I hate Bella, and she hates Bella? And she's a magician. I love magic tricks. Okay. With her magic cloak, she's able to hold an otherwise impossible diversity of weaponry. However, it does take an incredible amount of concentration to pull off the tricks correctly. and a mistake could be painful or deadly. The threat of danger is always looming above. Her cloak has an extra-dimensional property to it, and she is even able to counter enemy attacks and avoid projectiles by having them fall into the cloak instead. So I just want to move where I put someone in a box and saw him in half, or put someone in a box and put all the swords through the box, and making things disappear. And like, let's say that the stun state, this would be really hard to work like into the game, would be really hard to work, so I don't expect it if she makes it to be even in the game. But like, she performs that little dumb magic trick, like taking off her finger, and the character gets stunned in a special animation because they can't believe she just did that. How did she do it? That would be amazing. So, love. She's a love. I love magic tricks. Magic is fun. Next one, Ottomo. His design is fine. I don't know what the hell is that little guy, but he's like a mech for a little guy. Let's see his playstyle speculation. Ottomo moves in a particularly strange fashion. He's very lanky, and Tom likes to pilot him with a bit of extra flavor. So Ottomo attacks with dance moves when possible. The moonwalk, the smooth criminal lean, and of course the robot are all incorporated into his unique style. In addition to classic robot references like the God's Gao pose, I don't know what that is, he'd also have bullet fingers, hidden guns and missiles, and extendable limbs. So, Chrome Dome Michael Jackson. That's a like. Chrome Dome Michael Jackson? Of course that's a like. Holy shit. Okay, Roxie. Roxie, seeing her, I like her design. Kind of reminds me of this one game that came out, Metroidvania thing, Iconoclasts, I think it's called. It reminds me of that. I like the design. A heavy rushdown character with an emphasis on priority rather than agility. So low tier. Her weapons are improvised tools such as hammers and rivet guns, as well as various machine parts she had around. She could also have the rest of her crew help, swinging in engines suspended from chains like wrecking balls or collectively assaulting the enemy in a montage. She will probably have the ability to construct some sort of gun turrets or other support items over the course of the match. Use oil and rolling tires to trip the enemy, spray paint to cause status effects, propellers that hit like blades, etc. Like or love, I don't know. Let's do a love, why not? Pretty sure they can make her fun. She sounds fun. Her design is really fun. Fun all around. Okay, I know this guy because I played Parasol story mode so long ago, and it was one of the only story modes I actually paid attention to. But I'm looking at him and I'm falling asleep because he's so boring. So I'm not even gonna bother reading his playstyle speculation. That's how much I hate him. Also, can we talk about the whole Nazi theme here? Like, I understand they're not actually Nazis, but a red bandana with white and a black symbol in it. It's Nazi imagery. Okay, that's weird. Why is that in the game? I don't get it. Okay, but I'm going in a tangent. Okay, Panzerfaust. You know what I said about Hubrecht and what's his other face and the Violet? How they seem like guest characters. You might think I'm gonna say the same thing about Panzerfaust, but I'm pretty sure Panzerfaust design became public before the 3D era Potemkin and Guilty Gear. Pretty sure Panzerfaust was first, so that's a different thing. So I'm not gonna hold them to the same standards. But okay, playstyle speculation. After any punch attack, pressing the button a second time will an additional blast from the tank. The shot from his tank arm won't always be a projectile, but sometimes a booster to amplify the punch. Think Big O's sudden impact. Never watched the anime. Aside from striking directly with the turret, the threads can extend for a dual chainsaw effect. He might even grab one of the grenades from his coat with his regular hand, punching his opponent in the head with an extra explosive effect. Kind of reminds me of Ralph's supers, how he punches you and it explodes. I think in one game that was like the explanation, but I don't know if that's canon. Like he punches you with a grenade in his hands and it explodes. Or outright bash them with a missile. Panzerfaust would have super armor. If not all the time, then certainly during specific attacks. Expect maximum grandiose, beefy World War II-esque imagery gone further over the top. Okay, now that's even more worrying. World War II imagery with the Nazi motif? That's yikes, bro. What the fuck? But I guess he would be an okay. No, the whole Nazi thing really turns me off. It would be a dislike. Yikes. Isaac and his mother live in... No, this is not my thing of Isaac. He's cool. He would be an okay. He looks fine. Snappy. Okay, playstyle speculation. Isaac's time travel mechanics aren't your standard slow stop fare. Time travel is really hard to get in fighting games. Because, as they say, it's usually just slow stop fare. Or like just teleporting because you're teleporting through time. But just a regular teleport anyone else could have as a teleport. Or you can send out a clone that's because you went back in time and you hit with that clone of yourself, which is technically yourself. But you can just do that with other things like Chip from Guilty Gear. He sends out like clones but they're not time travelers or whatever. It's hard to get time travel to do anything interesting with time travel in fighting games. So let's continue reading. For example, a double of Isaac could instantly appear from the future for a lunging punch, and a countdown begins above Isaac's head. When the countdown reaches 0, Isaac pauses and prepares to travel back in time to deliver the punch. If he is hit during the preparation of the opponent regains any damage they took from the punch since it never happened. If his double is hit during the punch, Isaac himself takes damage when the countdown reaches 0. Makes sense. Isaac may also have other time-related attacks such as the ability to convert successful special attacks into supers. And in the past, after noticing they connected. Okay. He could possibly manipulate the timer, namely knocking off a few seconds to hasten that timeout. That sounds really fun. Let me drink a little water. My throat is so dry. Ah, okay. Let's put him in love for the time being. I'm gonna go back to everyone and change them. Okay, next one. I also missed opening Molly, but let's open Molly's wiki. Honestly, I really like Molly's design, like by herself or with the mech. So she would be a like right off the bat. She's not a love because, again, the Nazi motif is weird. It's so weird. Okay, playstyle speculation. Many of her attacks would be phone themed. Phone rotaries, bells, wires, needles, cans on strings. Anything phone themed is fair game. She'd use an office chair and assorted machinery to move around. Despite the image in the lineup, she may pilot Graham O'Tron, a phone-themed mecha instead. Maybe she can dial a combo, interpret that as you will. The pun had to be made. Fuck you, who that person who shall not be named. Ability to place series of relay points on the screen, sending an electrical pulse through them. Kind of reminds me of Rachel, that thing. Rachel from Blaze Blue. She also puts like little tower thingies and electricity falls on them. And falls in the route, she can keep it going through a series of connections. In the spirit of switchboard operators assisting soldiers on the field, she could have supportive abilities that give her team bonuses when she's not on point. For example, she might allow her teammates to gain more meter, heal red life faster, or experience shorter hit stun or block stun in specific cases. That's wild. She may even have attacks and supers that can only be performed when she's not the active character, like a Nurse Strike, Medivac, Supply Drop, or a damage boost during the point character super. That sounds really fun. Okay, so with the mech, she's alike. Without the mech, though, she's a love because I like the idea of seeing her, like her dash or command dash, I don't know what it might be, is her rolling over on an office chair. It's like a little kid. That's the cutest thing I've ever thought of. That's amazing. Next character, Aeon. Okay, again, gonna catch flack, but Aeon is like double, but less. For me, Aeon looks like double, but when she's not a monster and has an hourglass figure, literally, which I'm like, eh. So, as just looking at her is a dislike, honestly. Okay, Aeon's attack themes may be similar to Doubles in that she wields hypothetical versions of characters to attack when down to a hate. Conjures from the distorted reflections on her hourglass. She may use figures from the past, characters that have not been seen yet, and alternate versions of the cast, including ones where they have become the next Skullgirl. That does sound a little fun, but not enough fun to move her up from a hate. Her own attacks will be themed after Sand, Glass, and Cronus' Serpentine incarnation with animations that don't always flow forward. Playing off of her shot-in otaku tendencies, some of her moves may bring in her accumulated merchandise. Okay, she's moving up to a dislike. This sounds interesting. In contrast to Isaac, who can travel through time, Aeon is a divine being with the ability to manipulate time itself, including alternate timelines. She may be able to capture moments on the battlefield to unleash later, like a bubble in time containing all attacks executed within its bounds. Then there's the usual slew of abilities to consider, like rewinding time, slowing it down, and stopping it. Okay, I love time shenanigans. I'm gonna put her in okay for now. Again, I'm gonna come back to them. Squiggly's in the game, and the Anvil. He would be like. He would be okay. He would be an okay. I like boxing. His design is fun. It's kind of it. I don't really. I'm pretty sure that the playstyle speculation is gonna be boxing. I don't care. Maybe he cheats in boxing. I don't know, but it's basically boxing. He's an okay. Feng. Very cute design. But can it be enough? I don't know. Cute design, she would be okay. Just okay. Let's see. Playstyle speculation. As a graceful acrobat, Feng is able to use her ghostly bird friends to assist her in various ways. She can place them on the stage as focal points that can bend her jumps and aerial attack projectiles or open other high-flying movement options. Keeping them close. Okay, that kind of reminds me of Lychee. Is that how you call it from Blaze Blue? How Lychee can put the pole up and she can do different moves or jump off it and shit. She's alike. She's alike. Okay, next character, Hive. Another character like Leduc, like anti-Skullgirl labs, whatever. Let's see. Lots of crazy wall dives, weird movement options, and stingers. Heavy rushdown based pixie, aerial superiority, thy name shall be Hive. So she is QB. She's just QB. But her design is not just QB. Like I see her and I see that it's like bee themed, but she doesn't look just like QB. So she's fine. I need to read the speculation. And I do like QB's playstyle. Half moves will be themed after bees as well as fighter planes and bombers. Her synthetic parasite's default shape is that of interlocking hexagons wrapped around her arms, but can be shifted into various configurations such as a lance or a shield. She'll also be able to launch them as bee-shaped missiles and bombs. She's alike, because I like QB. Umbrella's in the game, pretty excited to try her. Okay, Black Dahlia. I'm not gonna even fucking read. Well, I'm gonna read her playstyle speculation, but before I do that, I'm not even gonna read her playstyle speculation because I fucking love Black Dahlia's design. When I saw her, I was like, this is the fucking coolest character the world has ever seen. I don't give a shit how she plays. I will main her. That's a love. Okay, playstyle speculation. Apart from her signature arm-mounted shotgun, that's a shotgun? Oh, well, it's kind of like the shotgun from Resident Evil. Black Dahlia keeps her arsenal well hidden. Grenade launchers, tear gas, and hidden knives are concealed all over her body. She isn't above dirty tactics, cloaking her movement using her doily. She is a master of misdirection. An attack may look like it will go one way only for her to shift into another. Don't let the giant gun distract you when the blade hidden in her kneecap is tearing at your liver. Just how much of her is mechanical anyway? Bro, that's so cool. Can you imagine fucking kneeing you and then the knife comes from behind your back because the knife came out of it? That's amazing. We'll drop everyone for Black Dahlia. I would be a solo Black Dahlia main if that's what it took to have her in the game. Okay, let's continue. I got a little too excited. Venus, gotta catch more flack for this one, but Venus's design doesn't speak to me. She's hot, so what? You know? But maybe I'm jumping the gun. Playstyle speculation. The lady is only the central part of a much larger creature. If the rest of her is visible, the observer has already been engulfed. There is no safe place when fighting her, as the fabric of the universe unravels into mouths, claws, locusts, devouring her prey's flesh from every angle. Venus's own body tantalizingly distorts to reveal monstrous elements. Body parts bloom from seemingly nowhere, sometimes releasing swarms of locusts to assault opponents from every angle. She can open holes in space, move and teleport in unexpected ways, or even distort the playfield itself. Even her own attacks may be displaced and modified. Reality bites. Okay, that does sound really cool. She moved into a like. Again, I'm gonna change everything at the end. Next one. Scythana. She's like half giant or something like that, if I remember correctly. Given the Gigan's notorious reputation for being battle-hungry berserker giants and their nation's bloody history with the Canopy Kingdom, you were surprised when a criminal of Gigan blood attacked the Renoir Grand War Memorial. Okay, Gigan blood means she's not full Gigan, she's not full giant. But let's see, I like her design. I like the Cody design, okay? Like when he had the weird jumpsuit, the weird pajama jumpsuits, I actually like that. Would probably pick up fallen opponents or teammates and hit people with them. That's literally the coolest thing I've ever heard. I think there's a fighting game that does have that mechanic for everyone. But for her, just grabbing someone from the ground, I downed one of your characters and I grabbed them and fucking hit you with them. That's amazing. Okay, so aside from being obviously gigantic, her limbs can stretch and expand during attacks for additional reach. Her Gigan heritage becomes more pronounced during certain animations, with her body taking more monstrous form. The chain around her arms remain intact, however she can use them to block, grab, and attack. She is especially adept at vicious kicks, like a more raw and beastly kickboxer or taekwondo character. I love her. I love her. I love her. I probably might main her. Dude, we have just one giant character and I hate Big Man. Catching a lot of flack in this video because everyone loves Big Man, but I hate Big Man. But, okay. Zone 10, I mean, who? Who? I don't know what you're talking about. Zone who? Okay, I'm gonna consider the parasite and the bomb already in the game. Literally, he's shot in the fucking picture. I didn't even bother searching who he was. Couldn't find who he was. This guy was even more boring than Adam. Already in the game. Bayo, Eliza, Fuqua, Robo, Fortune, or Anubis. And who? This character doesn't even have a name, so I didn't even bother seeing what they were, like in the wiki. Juju is a weird character because she's an OC, but they liked her so much that they put her up for the voting for the first DLC characters. There's no real gameplay. Playstyle speculation. Take a shot. Juju's powerful sniper rifle is integrated in her playstyle for single powerful, tricky shots. She can pull off complicated ricochet shots and would be able to load her gun with different kinds of ammo for special hits. It would be ideal to reward sense of accuracy to these deadly attacks, perhaps similar to the clean hits in Guilty Gear. There could be some sort of targeting, tripwire, and or aiming mechanism involved in some of her moves. I like that. She's like... That's a like. She's like Revolver Ocelot, but it's a sniper. And I fucking love Revolver Ocelot. Okay, Delilah. Get it? The first user of Samson. Delilah. Delilah and Samson. Anybody read the Bible here? The Bible is fucking weird. But okay. We already have Samson, so that's a hate. Philia is in the game. We don't need Delilah. Who's that guy? King Franz. So, he's like male Parasol, so fuck him. I already got Parasol, I don't need a... Oh, that's a hate. Sorry. I don't need a fucking male Parasol, I already got Parasol. Why would I want that? Grendel, he's just a myth. Beowulf, you know, the epic Beowulf, I actually read that. It was weird. Okay, the bomb, gonna consider the game. You are fine where you are in the game with the moveset. Who is this chucklefuck? I don't know, I don't care. You're here. The Queen of the Canopy Kingdom. I'm gonna put, like, Skullgirls Queen of the Canopy Kingdom, put her at okay, with the caveat that it would be like a secret boss character or something, you know? Like you travel back in time and you do that. That's what I'm saying. Well, okay, let's continue. Literally, who? Samson in the game. Literally, who is I still also even more boring than Adam? What the fuck? Considering you in the game. The skull hard, considering you in the game. Okay, brain drain. Honestly, I love Brain Drain's design. The aviator jacket, his fucking helmet thing. It's amazing. Okay, but playstyle speculation. Brain Drain is calm, cool, sophisticated, and incredibly arrogant. With his strong psychic abilities and robotic body, he's able to glide around with the greatest of ease. That reminds me of... No, it's not. That guy. Smog. There we go. Extending needles on his fingers and head are used to read someone's mind, alter their memories, or even control their body. His snapback attack may possess the enemy player as he takes over their body and forces them to fight their own team members. He's also able to attack with various psychic beams from his head. He might have some sort of ability where he analyzes and deconstructs an enemy's attacks, consuming a part of his move list and projecting it back in holographic format. Stop hitting yourself, no way, keep going. Okay, that's amazing. If they add a move like from like Hisako and Killer Instinct, Hisako possesses you and like contorts your body, kind of like Ermac does in some fatalities in some games, I guess. If he has that as a move, line me up, bro, that's amazing. And Vitaly, I'm gonna consider him the game in the story mode. That's all he needs to be. But okay. Now let's see. Who would I hate the most? I would hate Male Parasol the most. Then I would hate Adam the most. Then I would hate No, I would hate UN the most because Minette should be in the game instead of UN. Okay? Okay, then... who would I rather have? This guy or Bone Mom? This guy. Bone Mom or Delilah? Delilah. Bone Mom or Delilah? Bone Mom. That's perfect. Okay, dislike. Leduc is first. I'm sorry, Leduc. I really just don't like your design. And then you. I can move Panzerfaust to okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I know what I said about Aeon. But he does have some cool mechanics. Then Miss Victoria. Then Regina. Then Panzer. And the Anvil, yeah. No, nah, yeah, Panzer. No, Andy. And again, the Queen, just as a secret boss character. Now, who would I like the most here? Fuck, I think it's gonna be Venus. Jesus Christ, my opinion changed a lot. Then Hive? Yeah. Then Feng? Then Juju, Marie, Ottomo, and Molly. Perfect. Then who would I love the most? Black Dahlia, who would have seen it coming. Number 1, would love. Then a 3-way tie. Fuck, man. They're all great characters. Then a 4-way tie between Minette, Molly, Scythana, and Beatrix. Then a 2-way tie between Brain Drain and Stanley, and a 2-way tie with Roxie and Isaac. But okay, who would I rather play? Aeon or Mech Molly? Rather play Aeon. More. Now here it's complicated. Okay, 4-way tie between these. And with like 4-way tie between Hive, Feng, Juju, and Aeon. Hey, who would I like more to play more as? Fuck, man, I can't believe Venus got up so much. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. 3-way tie between Venus, Brain Drain, and Stanley. Holy shit. But okay, this is my Skullgirls DLC wishlist. Are you angry about anything? Who would you rather like to be in the game? Is my opinion trash? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.